All right, let's dive into one of the most important plays ever written, Anton Chekhov's The Seagull. Now, on the surface, you might think it's just a story about a bunch of artists hanging out at a country house for the summer. But what it's really about is this devastating collision of love, art, and ambition, and how almost nobody ends up with what they truly want.
And this line, wow. This is said pretty early on by Masha, and it just perfectly sets the mood. And she's not talking about an actual death. No, she's mourning a life that feels like it's over before it even really began. That deep, kind of suffocating sadness, it hangs over every single character, and it's our way into their world.
So, let's set the scene. We're on this beautiful but totally isolated country estate. It should be peaceful, right? A nice retreat? Wrong. For this group of artists and dreamers, it's an absolute pressure cooker. It's simmering with boredom, jealousy, and so much romantic frustration. Believe me, underneath every polite little chat, there's a whole world of resentment just waiting to boil over. And right at the heart of this storm, you've got this classic mother-son showdown. First, there's Irina Arkadina. She's a famous, celebrated actress, but she's getting older, and she is desperately clinging to her fame. Then you have her son, Konstantin. He's this passionate, intense young writer who absolutely hates the conventional theater his mom loves, and he's trying to create something totally new and radical. Their battle is basically the spark that lights the whole fuse. You know, if the fight over art is the play's brain, then all the emotional chaos is definitely its heart. Chekhov creates this perfect, tragic chain of unrequited love. And I'm not talking about a simple love triangle. Oh no, this is more like a line of dominoes, where every single person is desperately in love with someone who in turn is in love with someone else. So how does this whole chain reaction work? Well, it all starts with Masha. She is just painfully, deeply in love with our young playwright, Konstantin. She follows him around, tells him how she feels, but he pretty much acts like she's invisible. And why doesn't he notice Masha? Well, it's because Konstantin only has eyes for Nina. She's this young, aspiring actress from next door, full of dreams. He literally writes a whole play for her, lays his soul at her feet. But his love is so intense, it's almost suffocating, and it's not what she's looking for at all. And here is the final,